Hello and welcome back to Paleo Pines. Today we're going to be looking at all the dinosaurs that didn't make it to the final game of Paleo Pines, but may be arriving later down the line in a potential update or DLC. Let's take a look.
First up on the list is the Sakaus. Sakaus was a giant crocodile that lived alongside the dinosaurs. This beast would be a great addition to the game, as it would give you access to lakes, rivers and streams. This animal had an incredibly powerful tail to propel itself through the water. If you were able to ride one, you could take shortcuts through the waterways to get to your destination.
Pteranodon, the Lord of the Skies. This would be a tremendous addition to the game because at the minute we do not have any flying dinosaurs or animals of any kind, so this would add a huge new element to the game where we could potentially take to the skies and fly over the ranches, the valleys and the forests of Paleo Pines. I'm very excited about this, and I think the exclusive ability the flying pterosaurs could have is to act like a crop duster plane, spreading fertilizer and all sorts of other things over your crops on your ranch. This would be a really cool ability and I think it would fit in very well.
Amargasaurus is a type of sauropod distinctively well known for the large spikes on top of its neck. What these spikes will be used for, who knows? Possibly to harvest fruit from trees. Amargasaurus may be small for a sauropod, but it will still probably dwarf many of your dinosaur friends back at the ranch.
Pterodactylus, another flyer. So this is a lot bigger than Pteranodon that we've just seen before. So I think a cool ability for these flyers would be maybe to deliver things. What do you think? Imagine you've just harvested all your crops and you have a few deliveries to, say, Marlow and Agami in the town centre, and you get your Pterodactylus, fill him up with all your goodies and you send him off into the sky, flying off to make those deliveries. I think this would be a cool element to incorporate into the game, and the flyers would be perfect for this.
Dimorphodon is a type of tiny pterosaur. With a wingspan of 1.4 meters, they are too small to ride. However, they may be able to help you on quests, perhaps by retrieving items that are out of reach. Or maybe they'll have the discover ability to find new dreamstones.
Apatosaurus, a huge sauropod. Now this is extremely exciting because we've not got any sauropods in the game so far. So if these were to arrive, it would be really exciting. Everyone would be running to try and befriend one. It probably goes without saying that these guys are going to have a big appetite. Just imagine the amount of herbivore food you're going to have to put in your troughs. You're going to need multiple troughs all around the pen to make sure these guys don't go hungry, because they'll be going through it like crazy. The pens for these are going to have to be massive, and what's also going to be massive is the piles of dino poo. If you already have a large dinosaur like a Stegosaurus or an Ankylosaurus, you'll know that there are mountains and mountains of dino poo, so God knows what a sauropod is going to produce.
Diplodicus is a type of pterosaur with a large head crest. Like other animals on the game, they are likely to have different variations of patterns and colours. Finding the rarest colours of this flyer is sure to prove your prestige amongst other ranchers.
Quetzalcoatlus, the queen of the skies. Now this will be an extremely sought after flyer if this arrives to the game. I imagine there'll be lots of rare patterns and colours put into detail with this pterosaur because it's such an iconic one and it's so big. They're the same size as giraffes when they're walking on the ground. So you can put that in perspective if you're thinking on your ranch with your pen. It's like having a giraffe on the ranch.
Diplodicus, one of the most well-known sauropod dinosaurs to have ever lived. It had a long tail and an extremely long neck. This long neck could be used to gather fruit from the treetops that are out of your reach. Its huge size should make it a natural stomper for clearing vast amounts of debris and paths. However, having such a large animal may take up a lot of space on your ranch, and they could also be very slow and cumbersome.
And finally, some might say we saved the best to last. Let us know in the comments if you agree. Spinosaurus, one of the most well-known dinosaurs due to its iconic silhouette. Its sail is very, very distinctive, and I think this offers an opportunity to make really cool patterns and colours for this dinosaur if it arrives to Paleo Pines. I think a water ability would be good for the Spinosaurus. I also think if there was an element of fishing added to the game, Spinosaurus could definitely play a role in that. I could imagine just sat on the banks with my little fishing rod and my Spinosaurus sat there next to me, or potentially wading through the water, you know, with the fish and stuff. I think that would be really, really good. So, what do you think of all these potential dinosaurs that could come to Paleo Pines? Which one is your favourite, and do you think they'll arrive? I sure hope so, because I want to tame every last one of them. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like and don't forget to subscribe for more Paleo Pines content. And if you know any other dinosaurs that have been missed from this video that potentially could arrive in Paleo Pines, then be sure to share in the comments below.